Hello, everybody, and welcome to week 10 of the Sidewinder Racing League's Race22.com Street Stock Series. This week we are at Rockingham Speedway. Thank you all for joining me tonight. It's going to be a great night here in Rockingham, North Carolina. Qualifying underway at the moment. Alrighty, I am sorry about that. Some issues with the tower. You got it back now. All right, 10 cars in this heat. Go over our qualifying results on screen. Trenton Sneed, Andrew Beach take the front row in the feature. They'll skip the heat. Caleb Reese will start on the pole. For heat 1 of 1, Michael Edwards will start on his outside. Nathan Lafayette, Will Spark, Cody Brown, Cliff Mullins, Matt Benke, Adam Crozier, Brandon Lort, and Daniel Llewellyn in this heat. This green flag. Caleb Reese with a good start. And they're a double file behind him. Too wide for the lead in turn 1. Michael Edwards to the bottom of Caleb Reese. He'll complete that pass out of turn 2. These cars, not much lifting going on. Oh, hard contact. Cliff Mullins goes around in the backstretch. Hard into the inside wall. And it looks like his heat will be over. Unless a caution comes out. That left front tire is not connected anymore. He's going to bring it down pit road. Bring it back to our leaders. Michael Edwards with about a car length lead over Caleb Reese. Will Spark sitting in third. Can't hear the cars? That don't even know where to start on that one. All right, we'll send that down to our production guy, Josh, and see what he's got to say, because I don't know why that'll be happening, but we'll figure that out after the heat. I guess we'll just have to listen to me for now. Here, you know what? It must be pretty silent. Here's some background noise. I'm just kidding. All right, 4 to go in the heat. 3 to go at the line. Edwards still out in the lead. Oh, here we go. We got it. All right. Josh got it figured out. White flag next time by. The 2 leaders have pulled a 2.5 gap on the rest of the field. Side by side from 4th and 5th, Banky and Lafayette. The white flag is out. Up toward the lead. In the final corner. Caleb Reese with a send to the bottom of the racetrack. Not going to be able to get there. Michael Edwards looks like he'll take the win in the heat. Will Spark will take 3rd. Banky looks like he'll pull out ahead of the 00. He'll take 4th. Cody Brown 6th. Crozier 7th. Moore 8th. And Llewellyn 9th. Oh, he hard contact on the final lap. Let's look at what happened to Llewellyn. Oh, loose in the middle of 3 and 4. He wrecked right in front of the 45. And he moves from 7th to 9th right at the line. Unfortunate there for the 23. Results on screen. Getting ready to start our feature event. Alrighty. Roll through the grid here. Trent Sneed starts on the pole. He ran a 27.025 in qualifying. His teammate Andrew Beach on the outside in the 71. Those two both skipped the heat, qualified on the front row. Michael Edwards won the heat. He's going to start third. Caleb Reese will start fourth. Will Spark is in fifth. Matt Banky will start sixth. We got Nathan Lafayette will start seventh. Cody Brown will start eighth. Adam Crozier in ninth. Brandon Lawrence 10th. Daniel Lowen, who saw that last lap incident, will start 11th. And Cliff, who had an incident early on in the heat, he'll start 12th. So, there is the grid for tonight's 100-lap event at Rockingham. We're going to get a quick word. I think we have 2 pace laps here, so we're going to get a quick word with our pole sitter. Going to make sure we got a second lap here before I pull him in.
Oh, 4 wide. Good luck, everybody.
Oh, we did not. We do not. All right, it's a good thing I didn't pull him in. All right, here we go.
Green flag, 4.
That was a close one. All right, Trent Sneed, Andrew Beach will lead us to the line. I called Andrew as the pole sitter, but he was not the pole sitter. I just misspoke. But here we go. Lap 1, Trent Sneed with a good run clears out for first. Edwards and Beach side by side for second. Spark and Breeze side by side for fourth. And they're 3 wide almost in the middle of the pack. Oh, the 23 looks like he's loose. He's wrecking down to the bottom. Looks like he saved it. Oh man, 45 maybe got a little out of shape as well. Looks like they're okay. They get out of it. Single file now up front.
Sideways there.
Oh, Andrew Beach sideways on the bottom. Oh man, what a save in that 71. That was very close to ending badly. This car looks hard to handle for these drivers. But they're side by side for the lead right now. Sneed trying to hold Edwards on the bottom. Edwards loose on that bottom lane. Sneed holding strong in that high line, gets a run down the backstretch. They're even into turn 3. It's only lap 4 right now, 97 laps still to go, and they're battling like it's 5 to go. It's a big push from the 22. The 14 will clear to the lead. The 22 now big send into the corner. 81 still rocking that high line. Nowhere he can go. He's just got to try to hold on to his positions.
Will?
I think Trenton might be trying to save his tires a little bit. Had that amazing qualifying speed and kind of dropping back now, so I'm going to guess maybe he's trying to keep those tires cool. The 14 just sending it out there up front, getting those laps led. Maybe hoping for a caution, or maybe knowing track position might help him out here. to see how this works out, but the 14 and the 81 are pulling away from the rest of the field. Those two are absolute rocket ships right now. Looks like the 81 pulling up to the 14's bumper again.
Cody, just be ready for Will to appear back up here. He just showed up behind you.
Got a moving
Little spark. Maybe having an issue. He fell back.
I actually still don't see
He
Will.
was sitting in P3, but has fallen all the way back to 8th, so not sure what
Be
happened.
careful, because he might
Spark,
just appear inside you like he did with me.
hearing on radio chat, might be blinking.
He's behind you now.
Not sure.
It might sound pleasant in theory, but it's not in practice.
Trenton, that 81, he seems to run a higher line than Michael, maybe trying to escape that dirty air. Maybe just feels more comfortable up there. Either way, he's a lot higher in the entry, especially in the corner. The 14 is wrapping that yellow line. A bit of multi-groove racing here at Rockingham. Looks like Trenton goes to the bottom this time. And he does get a good run. It's to the inside of the 14 right here. We'll see if he can make the move. The 14 will lead lap 14, but maybe not for long. And the 81 of Trenton Sneed goes back to the lead. 14 trying the crossover. Michael Edwards now down to the inside of Trenton Sneed. Really good battle up front. Looks like the 14 back to the lead. So these two trading back and forth. Looks like Trenton will concede it this time. Maybe sit there and try to save tires again. Oh, a blink from the 81. Okay, he's back. That was scary. Nate, with the battle that went on up front, it looks like the 71-17 were able to close up on our two leaders. And they may try to go for that lead now. So lap 17 of 100 complete. Working lap 18 right now, 83 laps to go. And roughly with 27-second lap times. This is going to be a bit of a long one than we're used to here in the street stocks. Obviously, in terms of points, you know, there's no playoff cutoff here in the street stocks, so wherever the points sit at doesn't really matter, considering it's week 10 compared to the other series. It's just, you know, you got to keep going, got to make sure you stay strong into all the way up to week 15. And Andrew Beach, who is the leader right now, is in a really good spot. Trent Sneed trying that high line again. Looks like he's going to be able to get to the outside of the 14. It's a little help from the 71. 14, big center on the bottom. 81 crosses him over. Bit of a block from the 14. Oh, the double zero! Sideways in the background. Looks like he saved it. Him and the 35. Both having issues right there. But everybody's alright. Still side by side for the lead. I think draft and dirty air are playing a huge factor in how these guys race this right now. And that seems like a crazy concept in a street stock, but these are not very aerodynamic cars. They punch a huge hole in the air, and that's the result. It's turning Rockingham, which most would consider a short track, into almost a super speedway in these cars, which does make it kind of fun. Take a look at our points really quickly. Andrew Beach in that lead. Cliff Mullins really close behind him. Mullins sitting in 5th right now, though. It's not going to help his effort to catch Andrew Beach in the points. Scott Elston in 3rd. Looks like he's not present tonight, so that's really going to hurt his points effort. His championship. Benke, who is in 4th in points, he is in 6th in the race, so I mean, you know, it's not, obviously these guys all have 5 weeks after this to make it back up, so it's not over by any stretch, but Beach sitting there in 3rd is really going to help his effort. And he's basically looking out where Cliff Mullins is right now, and all he sees him behind him, and he's not going to push that hard. Well, 27 laps in, and caution is out, just as I was about to say, kind of single filing out. Caleb Reese goes around in the back. Moves him back to 12th, and looks like he's got some heavy right side damage. Let's take it back. Look what happened to the 49 of Brees. Looks like he's side by side with Spark and Llewellyn. And a little bit of contact to the 22, and he just slides down to the bottom. Kind of an innocent spin right there. And the 6, ooh, okay. I thought the 6 was going to get into it, but looks like everybody,
We'll look at the replay, Lucas.
a pretty clean spin right there. Go one more time, slow motion off the corner. You see the 22.
I promise.
Doesn't go quite all the way up to the wall. I think that's where the 49 got a little surprised and tried to turn down, but I mean, that's just Rockingham racing. That turn 2 wall comes at you really quickly. It's kind of like Darlington, so it's hard to judge where you got to be off the corner, especially I think in a street stock. They go all over the place, but here we go. Everybody come down pit road. When I say everybody, I mean everybody. Lap 29 of 100. I'm sure they have plenty of tires left. to take, and they'll all be taking 4 tires here. A mile-long track, they'll have plenty of time to take everything they need. Oh, Michael Edwards missed his box a little bit. So did the 71. That should put Trenton Sneed back to the lead. He had a clean entry to his box. Oh, these guys look like they're taking fuel. They might have been short to the end. See how long they're gonna sit in their box. Where's that pace car? Okay, it's coming out of 4th. I got time. So Sneed, oh, barely beats Michael Edwards off the pit road. Andrew Beach, he takes 3rd. Cliff Moore in 4th. Cody Brown just beats Will Spark out. Benke 8th. 7th. Rozier 8th. Lafayette 9th. Llewellyn and Laurent. Laurent will come out 10th. Laurent is unfortunately a lap down. Did not realize that, but here comes Brees down pit road. He's involved in the caution. But up front,
Where's the pace car at?
Trenton Sneed takes over the lead on the pit stop. Gets a good entry to his box.
Now start telling me somebody fucking not going green. No, that's not you.
It looks like we were supposed to go green that time. Don't know how that was supposed to happen, but we did delay it.
Check, check.
Alrighty, double file. Pace truck lights are out. Go green next time. First caution of the night. Lap 28. Involving the 49 and the 22. The 49 went around. Looks like everybody able to get back out on track. Llewellyn and Laurent both go a lap down. Brees will be on the tail end of the field. And everybody else, double file, on the lead lap, ready to go back green. Trenton Sneed, who got the lead on the pit stop, going to try to hold off that top spot again. Started on the pole for this race, now we'll see if he can hold on to it.
Green flag, 4.
There's green flag out once again. Sneed with a good jump on the field. We give him 0.3 of a second lead coming out of turn 2. And his teammate in the 71, he'll clear in the second.
Anybody else get the crazy black flag from that? Pete now forever hold your peace.
Like Edwards battling back to the inside of the 71, trying to get back to the 81 and take the lead back. Just about clear the 71 into turn 1. To the inside of the 81 goes Michael Edwards. Battle for the lead once again. Looks like Sneed's going to give him the bottom there, let him go to the inside. Try to save his tires again. That worked for him the last time, I think, so no reason to change it. side by side for 5th place right now. Cliff Mullins clears up into 4th. Now Cliff, so close to the rear bumper of the 71 at Beach. Those two might be trying to tandem draft up there. And it worked on the backstretch. Beach got a huge run in the 81 going into turn 3. Bump drafting might be able to work here. Six cars all lined up in the front. 14, 81, 71, 37, 35, and 17 in that order. All nose to tail. This looks like an early mid-2000s NASCAR Cup race at Daytona. Everybody lined up, bumping all over the place. There it is. 37 makes the move to the outside, so does the 35, trying that high line out. 81 to the inside of the 14. Now we're double file, 2 rows deep. Trenton was gonna get some help from his teammate. Good bump into turn 3. It's a good run on that bottom lane. Looks like he'll clear off the 4, just barely. The 14 with the crossover. Looks like that bottom lane is gonna be the preferred lane to make passing. But it does seem like it's possible to hold off on the top. You can see the 81 with a good run down the backstretch. They're double file, 3 rows deep now. All 6 cars up in front are double file. I want to change to different views, but this one just gives us the best shot of everything going on, and it's about the best we got right now, and still side by side everywhere. We are pack racing at Rockingham, and I'm loving it. 14 now clear to the lead once again. We'll see if he throws some blocks now. I think just everybody figuring this, the way this car works here. I think they've all figured it out at this point in the race, and we're starting to see all the people that have figured it out sitting up front and in this pack and really getting the max out of the car, and that's why we're seeing this pack racing starting to happen. The first run, everybody was strung out. Started to see tires play a factor, but now everybody's kind of packed up and nowhere to go. The draft playing a huge factor. Looks like that double file, 3 rows deep, is finally over. Benke falling off the pack a little bit, maybe saving his tires. But still side by side for second, third, and fourth. And now Cody Brown to the inside of the 37. Sneed gonna concede second to the 71 of Beach. looking at all these teams right, and everybody who's in voice chats right now, I'm gonna say roughly 2/3 of the field is talking with each other. And 5 of the 6 in those top 6 are all in voice chat with each other. So I'm sorry, 4 of the top 6. But looks like up front, more moves trying to be made. Nobody can seem to pull away from each other here. Having the lead is almost a problem at this point. Lap 49, 2 laps from halfway. Right on the rear bumper of Michael Edwards. Andrew Beach back to the inside of Michael Edwards, trying to make the move for the lead again. Cliff Mullins and Matt Banky looks like fell off a little bit. I think there actually might have been contact between him and Cody Brown, because they were just battling for 4th place. Huge blocks down the backstretch, 71. All over the lanes, trying to keep the 14 behind him. And it looks like that proved successful. These guys are not even going up to the wall on the front stretch. Almost full super speedway in it out here. A lot of banking here at Rockingham, so it's not really the car's fault, it's not really the track's fault. Well, it is the track's fault, but just these cars can carry so much speed around this track, but they don't have the horsepower to really get the max out of it, so they're probably no lifting this the whole run. It looks like almost, if not, very close to it. Edwards back to the inside of Beach. This guy's just trading the lead over and over again. Once the move is made to the inside, it's so hard to hold it off. And that huge block to the bottom that time. And it looks like now that Mullins and Banky have fallen out of the draft, it's going to be tough for him to get back up to those leaders. But now they got 3 cars in a line right there, the 23 as well. He's a lap down, but he's still up there fighting for that lucky dog. If they can get 4 cars in a line, they might be able to make an effort to push back up to the leaders. And the more these leaders fight with each other, it's just going to make it easier. Edwards still out front. Beach still in second. Sneed in third. Hogan in fourth. And Cliff Mullins in the gang. Trying to push back up to the leaders. And they might be successful right now if they can keep this speed up. They have been even or faster than the leaders' pace the last few laps. And if they can just get a whiff of that draft, I think they can get back there. Looks like he's going to need some more help from that 35 though. These guys need to push a little bit harder. Leaders now have a 2-second lead on them. And as these tires start to wear out more and more, you're going to see that pack racing fade that we were seeing earlier. We're going to have a lot of lifting going on. Right on board with the 71. Right behind the 14, we'll see what he's doing. See, he got a good run there, but he's just not doing much with it. Here, a pretty big lift into turn 3. Lifting throughout the corner to stay behind the 14. Maybe just not worth it to make that move right now. 'Beach with a high arc in 3 and 4. We'll see if he tries to make a move this time. Oh, gonna stay behind that 14. They may be trying to push away from the rest of the field at this point. Five laps to go here at Rockingham. Not sure what the fuel situation is for these drivers, but sort of wish we'd get a caution and I could maybe have a word with one of them, see what the fuel looks like. But if we do get a caution, they'll probably come down and take fuel and we'll get it anyway, so it's not going to do us much good. It's just so packed together right now. teammate Andrew Beach to the bottom of the racetrack. Flies out the window, looks like Beach. Gonna have to file in line to third. And Steve, maybe gonna make the move on a leader now. Oh yeah. Good old whiff is out in full effect tonight. Caution is out! And that changes everything. Daniel Llewellyn and Matt Banky involved. Not sure what happened on this one. Okay, so I think it happened before this. Banky might have had an incident here. You can see these guys, 3500 and 23 all battling. I think this was 8th. 23 next move to the bottom of the racetrack. 35 gets in the wall. That allows the 23 to make a good run. This looks like he's clear into 3. When they enter the corner, that looks like 35 gets into his quarter panel. It sends the 23 up the racetrack once he collects it. Those two make contact again off the corner. Man. Surprised there isn't more going on in chat over that one, but that is what happened, and now everybody heading down pit road once again. But 25 laps to go in this race. Cody Brown is going to come out first. Looks like a 2-tire stop for Cody. Banky with a 2-tire stop as well. Beach makes it off pit road first. He took 4 tires. Edwards comes out second. Mullins third. Lafayette fourth. Snead is still on pit road. I think he might have taken fuel on accident, so he's going to fall back to 9th. Crozier in 8th. Grease still on pit road. Llewellyn coming down pit road to fix his damage. Not sure how the car got that bad. When we last saw him at the end of that replay, it looked like he saved it, so to see how that happened, let's take a look. Where all that front end damage came from. Oh man, looks like he wrecked back up the track. Oh yep, that'll do it. Okay. Didn't catch a glimpse of the front end on the replay, but that does make sense. Wolfspark is going to take it out pit road. I think he might have gotten the lucky dog right there. Not just waited to pit, but Caleb Reese in 9th. More it looks like is going to come out 12th. Llewellyn coming out of pit road. 11th, the 23 and 6 I think are still a lap down. And the rest of the cars should be on the lead lap. So second caution of the night, and with only 23 laps to go when we go back green next time by, I think we're going to see pack racing just about until the end of this race. I don't think anybody's going to hold off, and this could get pretty sketchy. So everybody brace yourselves for what's about to happen. Saw a lot of clean racing throughout this race, and with this late yellow and a lot of ability to hold on to the pack and drafting and the second lane being open, it's going to open a lot of opportunities for pretty dangerous moves. So see what happens. Hopefully these drivers can keep their composure and keep this awesome racing we've seen up, but anything's possible. Pace truck rounding its way through turn 4, going to pull off right here. we'll go back green.
Green flag, stand on that loud pedal.
Cody Brown with a good start. Remember, he took 2 tires. So did Benke on that caution. And Benke falling back quick, 17. Also losing a lot of time in the corner to the 71. I don't think these... Oh, the 37 goes around. And he wrecks back up into traffic. Oh, he catches the 81, the 23, and the 45 also make contact with each other. And that's 4 or 5 cars with heavy damage. What did I say before we went green?
Right.
The amazing racing we've had is just going to be thrown away right here. And it looks like a seemingly accident in the backstretch is going to take the 37 out. We're going to rewind that a little bit. Try to get a better angle of this. So you can see the 37 with a good run. Clear of the 35 right there. Moves up. Now he's going to get split 3 wide, and the 35 comes down into him. And catches his bumper. So, more look at this when you go with the slow-mo on this. See that the 37... kind of in the middle of the both lanes right there. So the 47, the 14 is going to take it to the bottom. 35, I think, thought about taking it to the top, but just kind of drifted down into the 37's rear bumper and turned him on the straightaway. And 37 ends up wrecking back up into the field. Takes out the 81, his teammate. 6 gets involved. And our third caution of the night on lap 80. Looks like the 37 did have a quick repair. He's going to take tires. Snead also on pit road. Looks like he will get his car fixed, possibly. Left front, heavy left front damage. I feel like he should have a fast for a left. I'm not sure, but... oh, man. And now if we thought we were going to get pack racing to the end of this race before, we will absolutely now. 20 laps to go. We're probably going to go green with 17 or 18 to go. And that's not going to leave any time for the tires to wear out, so these guys don't have to worry about tire saving, fuel saving, any of that. They're just going to have to drive fast, and that spells disaster, in my opinion. I think Snead either coming down to fix more optional damage or maybe take a fast turn right here. But I am interested to see.
Get that piece of shit up here.
Trenton had good speed all night. He hates to throw it away with heavy front end damage, especially at such a draft heavy track. So it looks like he's going to take more optional right there. Looks like Trenton did get a lot of that front end damage fixed, but still a little crinkle on that left front. If we can get a look at it right here. And you can see that Hoosier decal on the fender was pushed in pretty aggressively, and I'm sure that's going to hurt the aero effectiveness of this car. But if I'm right and Trenton does have a fast for left, I think he might be saving it for what's about to happen in the rest of the field. We still do have 18 laps to go at the line, and anything can happen. Interview Cliff. I don't know if I want to do that at the moment.
Green flag, 4.
All right, green flag is out. 17 to go. Sorry, 18 to go. Don't know where I got 17, but 18 laps to go. Cody Brown still out front. Remember, two cautions ago, he took 2 tires, so he's still sitting on those, and the guys behind him pretty much all have 4 tires except for the 35. Contact between the 14 and the 71. That pushes the 71 way up out of the groove, and that'll put the 14 in second now. Check up on Sneed and Mullins, both with heavy damage in that last incident. Mullins took his fast spur. He's trying to make his way through the field again. So is Sneed, but he is working through some damage now, so he'll probably have a tougher time if he is able to get up front. Back up to the front. Edwards now making a move on the leader of Cody Brown. And this should be a cakewalk for Edwards with those newer tires. There it is. Looks like he's going to clear, but Beach down to the bottom, taking it 3 wide. And I'm surprised he didn't push up into the 14 considering what happened a few laps ago. I think the 14 got lucky on that one. He was pushed 3 wide. A terrible wreck could have happened right there, and 71 showed some mercy. Brown now back to the top of the racetrack, right on that wall. Benke tags the wall. Again tags the wall off the corner. And they're side by side up front and side by side in the secondary pack. So I think almost every car on track other than the 6 and the 45 are all up in a pack somewhere. Now Mullins starting to fall off of this lead pack. And 2 laps ago we were packed up 2 wide everywhere, and now we're single file everywhere. It's so crazy how quickly it can change here. Now Beach closed the gap to the leader. Now right in the back bumper of that 14. Ten laps to go here at Rockingham. And Lauren crashes on the backstretch in front of the leaders. Looks like she'll keep it on the bottom and out of harm's way. The leader is going to go by off 4. Top 4 all under a blanket right here. The 71, really good run there. Through 1 and 2, we'll see if he takes advantage of it. Right on the back bumper of that 14. Almost need a yellow line roll here at Rockingham with the draft racing we're having. A bump to the 14, now a bump from the 17, and those two go around the 14, I'm sorry, the 17 and the 37. Big check up in the center of the corner. Oh man. So the 37 and the 17 both fall way back off the leaders. Beach also has to check up pretty aggressively. Somebody sideways. It's like the 22 will spark. After that incident, Beach is falling pretty far back off to 14, and the rest of the field is not even close to these two. 5 laps to go right now, 4 laps to go at the line. Well, 35 is loose. Contact from the 49, man, he is using that rear bumper up. Laps to go here at Rockingham. Edwards still up front. I think unless caution comes out right here, he's got this pretty much locked up. White flag. Through 3 and 4, Michael Edwards. They're leading a majority of this race. Good speed tonight. He's going to take it home first at Rockingham in the straight stocks. Andrew Beach will finish second. Cliff Mullins third. Lafayette in fourth, and Cody Brown running out that top 5. Sneed's able to sneak back up into 6th, it looks like.
Out of fuel.
Oh. Alrighty, so. Have a word with our winner tonight. And Michael Edwards, winner tonight. You got me, Mike?
Yeah, how's it going?
Oh, it's going great. That was a great race. Seemed like a decent amount of pack racing there. How was the racing for you, and how does it feel to get a win in the Street Stock Series again?
Yeah, I really did not expect to go into this race doing a Daytona race, but that's pretty much what it turned out to be. It was fun. Tire wear was really non-existent, but yeah, it was for Rockingham. It was a really fun race.
Yeah, it looked like a ton of fun out there. You had a ton of speed tonight. You said there was no tire fall off. If there was tire fall, we heard you guys lifting a little bit toward the end of the run. Was it kind of a loose kind of lift, or was it just plowing tight if you didn't lift?
Kind of a little bit of both. It would feel like it was going to get loose, but at the same time, you'd plow up. For example, I think my tires are like 10% more worn out for my right fronts than, I don't know, Andrew, for example, but we were kind of still even there. Just the giraffe played a huge part in this, especially on the straightaways, just the run you could get off of it, and there's really no blocking that inside run that you could get coming out of the corners.
Gotcha. Yeah, we saw that inside line. You guys would shoot to the bottom and try to block it, and like you said, it was tough. It looked tough to block, and it was a great race all around. I enjoyed watching it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I mean, it was at the end. I was hoping for a little more, considering what we saw in the middle of the race. But that incident that happened behind you, I mean, it just allowed you to take it home pretty clean. And do you think if we were able to stay packed up, how would that have ended?
I feel like it would have been a mess.
Yeah,
It went green before those last few cautions. I had like point 0.2 to the good on fuel, so I wasn't really confident in being able to go full throttle and stay as good as I was going. I know Beach is really fast. Trenton was too. I think if it went green there, I think Beach would have been able to pull something off.
I was wondering what the fuel situation looked like. But I'm glad it worked out for you. You were able to take it home first tonight. And got any sponsors or shout outs for us?
Yep, you for doing the broadcast, Adam for putting this on, Fort Worth Screen Printing, Cave RP, EPI, and Labor 12. Yeah, it was a fun race.
All right. Thank you, Michael. Congrats on the win tonight. And we'll see you next week.
Thanks, man. Have a good night.
You too. All right, that was Michael Edwards, finished second tonight. We'll bring in our second place finisher, Andrew Beach. Hey, Andrew, it's Lucas. Got me?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fine. You got yourself a second place finish here tonight, but I can't help but thinking that might not be very satisfying for you considering the speed you had all night. You got second though, but what was the racing like? Mike Edwards said it was kind of like Daytona. You didn't expect that. What was it like for you?
I kind of expected that it would be more of a Daytona feel. I wasn't expecting the lifting that you would have to do um, to not really burn up your stuff a whole bunch. But the second we went to Bristol, and Bristol was darn near wide open the whole way around, um, I kind of figured the Rock was going to be the same way. And I was kind of excited because I know I've got a pretty good plate mindset and skill set for it. It was a lot of fun. I hate Trent, and Trent got caught up in the BS on one of those restarts. Somebody spun, whatever, I don't know. I just hate that Trenton got involved in it. Other than that, it's a really good race. Hard fought right there between me, Michael, and Trenton the whole race. Um, I agree. Second place is not very satisfying, but it is satisfying in terms of Cliff finished behind me. So that's not a dig. It's just my points gap gets a little bit bigger here. So kind of lets me relax more and maybe take a few more risks to try and win some of these races coming up. But congrats to Michael. It's a really good race. I'm excited for Stafford next week, another track that I've never raced at.
Absolutely. Well, I got one more question for you. Mike talked about before that, I think it was second to last or third to last caution came out on that long green flag run there in the middle. It looked like you guys were going to be close on fuel. What if that race had gone green to the end from that first caution? Where do you think you would have been sitting?
I would have won the race.
All right, that's
I
also
I was
disappointing a little bit.
I was 5 laps to the good whenever that caution came out right there, and I think Trenton was right there with me. So I guess I shouldn't say that I would have won the race. I think had it went green, worst case scenario, I would have finished where I got right here. Because I think it would have come down to a battle between me and Trenton, as Mike was continuously saying, yeah, no, I'm like, half a lap, 3 laps, whatever short. So, but oh well, it happens. That's racing, Take our second place finish and move on. But I got to thank Side Pipes. So if you are in the North Carolina, Catawba County area, check out Side Pipes for any automotive needs. Spray and bed liners for any trucks, custom exhausts, the whole nine. He does just about everything. Low time motors. Everybody was down there in low time, so we supplied a lot of motors today. We I think dang near swept the top 10 Spit and Venom podcast. I'm not sure if we're going to record tonight or if it'll be later this week, but check that out sometime this week. Hopefully a new episode coming soon here. Got to get you on there, man. I think that'd be a fun
Absolutely.
episode. But got to thank you for broadcasting, Adam for putting all this on, Sidewinder as a whole group, for having these leagues here able for us to run. And you're watching this and this is your first time looking at iRacing, come in and try the community. It's a lot of good people. It's a lot of fun. So thank you and have a good night, man.
Absolutely. We'll see you, man. Thanks for joining us, and congrats on that second place finish, man. I can't talk tonight, but
Hey, man,
we'll
I
see
can't either. You're fine. See you, buddy.
All right, that was Andrew Beach, who finished second. We'll get our third place finisher, Cliff Mullins, and this might be an interesting one. All right, Cliff, it's Luke's in the booth. Got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, you had a rough night. You had great speed. You were running up front. Thought you had a chance at winning this thing, and a late race restart caught you. And I don't know. How did you feel about your speed, first of all, and how did you feel about what happened there at the end?
Well, I think I passed more cars than anybody else in this race. I came from the back to the front, I think 3 times. Absolutely, just shit the bed in the heat race. Terrible qualifying. And yeah, I put myself really in a bad situation right there, and came up through the field, was running right there, top 4, top 5, pretty much the whole race. And with the caution that came out, and with a long run, I pushed a little too hard than I wanted to, and I fell off right there, and kind of clutched it a little bit to get my fuel back where I needed it to be. And by that time, I was too far behind, so I was pretty much banking on a caution. Got the caution that I needed, got the fresh tires, and started to try and move my way up through there. And then I don't know what it was that happened on that restart, man. I was, Michael was he was looking low, and Banky was looking high, and I was just kind of right there in the middle, and I was like, well, I've kind of got both of them boxed in right here to get, you can't really do anything. Next thing I know, I was going straight down the straightaway, and then I was turning into the wall. And so, luckily I hadn't used my fast repair by that point. And after that, I just kind of had to, knowing the point situation that I was in, I kind of had to drive a little bit like an asshole and just start moving people out of the way.
Yeah, Andrew talked about it. He was saying that, he felt a little disappointed by the second place, but at least he finished in front of you, kept that points lead, and you got a long road ahead of you, I think, to get back up to him if he keeps running like this.
I already told him good win on the championship. I don't know if I can get to him or not. It's with the tracks that are coming up, it's going to be really hard for me to be able to beat him consistently, knowing how fast he can be in these things, and with the little bit of a points gap that he already has, and plus me having a missed race out of this, it's been hard to try and battle my way back into it. A couple of wins right there kind of helped me out, but yeah, I think me and him we're very even right now in this series, and it's just hard to as much as second probably sucks for him, because I know he wants to win every race. Third sucks even worse when the guy you're battling in the points championship finishes in front of you. So
I could see that. Yeah, a third place finish, you got to feel good about, but then you're like, oh crap, I still need to make up those points on that guy. And man, Andrew has been so consistent in the late half of the season, and if he keeps that up, yeah, like you said, he's about got it locked it up if he can keep doing this. But hey, you still got a good run tonight, and you still got a lot of speed. If you can put some wins together, you might be able to give him a run for his money. But other than that, you got any sponsors or shout outs for us?
yeah, gotta thank Pinnacle Trailer Sales, race22.com, Midnight Performance, Black Todd Gallows, M9 Performance, Low Drag Esports, obviously. All the guys at Chance to Extreme Motorsports. I think we got most of the top 10 in this thing. Adam with AC Racing Graphics, Spit and Venom Podcast. Hopefully going to do one here pretty soon. My little buddy's sitting here waiting for me to say his name because he knows I'm going to say it. Jaron, he's... So I didn't win. I finished third, homie. Calm it down a little bit. Calm it down. Okay? And you for putting this thing on, man. It's pretty awesome.
Alrighty, Cliff, thanks for joining us. Shout out to Jared. Sounds hyped.
He's always hyped. He's hyped for a third place. I'm like, but I wish I could be.
Well, man, thanks for joining us. Congrats on that third place. We'll see you next week for Stafford.
Yep. Thank you, man.
Hey, Cliff Mullins, third place finish tonight. And Michael Edwards getting it done here tonight. And man, that was a heck of a race. A lot different than what we've seen previously in the street stocks, but still very entertaining. Not used to seeing super speedway racing and street stocks, but I think it was a welcome surprise. But hope everybody else enjoyed. Like I say every week, if you're interested in iRacing, Andrew alluded to it as well in his interview. If you want to get in on this action, race for yourself here in the street stocks or any other series in Sidewinder, make sure to click on any of the links in the description. Got Race 22, sponsor this series. They got some good stuff on their site. Make sure you check them out as well. But that's going to do it for me. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week for Stafford Motor Speedway and the Modifieds this Tuesday for their first race of the playoffs. But that's going to do it for me tonight. Thanks for watching again. And yeah.